an amazing thing is happening. People are blown away that one of the best strategies in social media is being social.
He's right. It's not enough to post great content and just have a great profile. You have to actually be social on LinkedIn. You actually have to go and engage with people in order to grow your own following and connections. In this video, I wanted to show you the 3 ways that I've been growing my following connections on LinkedIn while also posting great content. All right, so I'm live here in LinkedIn, and hopefully I don't get too many messages while I'm recording this video, but we'll give it a shot. Like I said, there are 3 different ways that I've been able to grow my following to 10,000. One is just through comments. As you scroll through your feed and find posts, I would comment on all of them, at least give them a like button, and then engage in the comments. And the best thing is while you don't have to leave substantial comments, the more substantial the comments, the more people will notice it and will want to reach out and connect with you, especially the author if they're not already first connections already. So as you go throughout your feed, be looking for as many opportunities you can to leave your 2 cents. And an easy way to leave something, instead of just saying, hey, great post, you don't want to leave that. You definitely want to leave something more substantial. Tap that like, hit a comment. You actually have to read the post, right? And instead of just saying great post or hey, this was some really cool thoughts, go in here and actually leave something that's either one of these things. You can add your 2 cents, share your experience with the subject matter, add on, maybe they missed some things and you need to add on to it, or you can, in a polite way, because LinkedIn's professional, critique their stance and give your own. And that happens, and it's great to do that all the time. Some of my best feedback has come from LinkedIn about how to make things better or taking different stances than me, and sometimes it's caused me to come back or caused me to be even stronger in my own stance on different issues. So as you go through on the LinkedIn feed, comment on as many posts as you can. Some other things you can be engaging in is hashtags. You can actually follow people's hashtags. I actually follow a number of personal hashtags, but you could follow general hashtags that are good for you. Marketing might be one. It certainly is for me. If I wanted to be even a little bit more specific, I might do B2B marketing. I would follow that and then engage with this one in particular. There's so many other things that I'm engaging with that I actually don't engage with people commenting on hashtags, but I did a lot in the beginning. I would often come to these hashtags and then come through and engage with a lot of these because these are people that are not connecting with me yet. So I want to engage with as many of these as possible. I spend a good amount of time every day just commenting, probably an hour and a half commenting. So there's 2 places for you, one in your own feed, 2 on hashtags, and the other one is engagement groups. Now this one's controversial. I just have to warn you that if you want to get into engagement groups, just know that people will give you some backlash on it. But I still find that it is not only ethical. Some people have told me that it's unethical. It's not. It's just a great way to get your posts when you're posting early traction, but it's also a good way for you to get to know and engage with other people. There's a number of engagement groups that I'm a part of, which I submit one of my posts to every single day. And the agreement between engagement groups is to actually engage and comment on other people's stuff. It's a great way to get your past post a little bit more traction as you go along. Generally, you set up a group. It's as easy as creating a new message and adding multiple people to it, like so. So I'll add Logan, James, Bill, maybe Kelsey. Oh. As you can see, all an engagement group is a group that you've given a specific name. I'm just going to go ahead and call this one engagement group, though I tend to give them different names over time. If you have multiple of them, it's nice to be able to keep track. All you need to do is find people you want to connect with and invite them into the group. Don't force them into the group. Just don't type their name in and invite them. Have conversations with people. See if they're already posting regularly great content. Don't invite people that aren't posting great content. And invite them into the group saying, hey, how about once a day we all post our stuff to this group and we go and engage with each other's comment. It's not like people are policing either. So if they don't want to comment, then they're not going to comment. But it's a great way to get your post an initial boost in the algorithm in order for it to get seen by the more of your following to get more engagement on your post. But these, I also recommend inviting people you want to be engaging a lot with and who you kind of want to be friends with. Pick people that you want to rub shoulders with, that are kind of around the same follower level that you are in LinkedIn. So it's an easy way in order for you to keep track of other people that you want to be closer to anyway and to get more engagement on your posts. It's something that I've talked about multiple times on LinkedIn. Highly recommend engagement groups. There are certainly people talking about them not working as well lately, but I still find that they're working well for me. So that's how you get an engagement group started. Just start a new group, add the people to it that you've already talked to and have agreed to be in the engagement group, and then kick it off with the general rules of the group, which for us is usually you can only post once a day. Try to engage in as many posts, other people's posts as you can with a thoughtful comment. That's it. So commenting, that's number one. Let's move on to number two. That is engaging with influencers, people who have more following than you do. They don't have to have a lot of following, but I do this all the time. In fact, I do it all the time with a few people. Justin Welch is one of them. He is a great guy. I actually have learned a ton from him about LinkedIn and marketing and sales in general, career and branding. But one thing I'll often do is log in early in the morning. He has, you can see, 56,000 followers, so much more than me. And what you want to do is try to get to their post early and leave the most substantial comment you can, because if you can be the top comment on one of their posts are on average getting seen by just tens of thousands of people every time. And if you're the top comment, this will attract people. People will read your stuff, engage in the comments underneath it, and a lot of them will say, hey, I like Justin. I like Dan's 2 cents too. You could say I've already done it for this morning. I've already gotten to the top, and it's if you do it early and leave something really good, like you're leaving a lot of value, you're expanding on their post and dropping more value for the people reading their post. Not only is it good for them because you're adding more value to their post, and more people are spending more time watching their post, helps their post go farther. But it's good for you because you get more exposure. And if you named your little tagline properly, it's a good little advertisement following you around as well. But I don't do it so much for that as I do to gain more followers and connections, because people will see me and want to connect with me just by seeing. So that was number two. The third way is to actually scroll down and connect with people who are kind of like-minded, who you want to grow, like people that are kind of in your area, people you want to connect more with. You can find them in these posts. You don't want to just connect with anybody on LinkedIn. While connecting with people you don't know that you want to get to know on LinkedIn is a good strategy. You want to connect with people who are active on LinkedIn. And by finding influencers like Justin here and connecting with some of the people who are, a good fit for you and who you think you can add value to, this is a great place to find them. So I often scroll through here and see I'm looking at them. I've connected with a number of people who follow Justin here, but let's say this looks like a good one. I'll come here. She's a digital marketing strategist, which is exactly the kind of person that I want to connect with and get to know, and I can offer value to. A VP of demand generation. We're talking about a lot of the same stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and push connect. I never really send a message because I find that people who send messages are usually doing a sales pitch right after their message. So I just let that go. And I'll send somewhere between, 10 to 20 of those every day. I find about a third of my connections requests are coming through me actually doing outreach and connecting with people. So you got to be careful who you connect with, right? You want to make sure they live in the right places, that they are talking about the same kind of stuff that you're talking about, so that they become good connections if they say yes. Because you don't want to just... So there you have it. Those are the big 3 things that I'm doing to get more traction on LinkedIn. Other than posting content and working on my profile, I am commenting on a lot of people's posts, both inside and outside engagement groups. I am connecting strategically with influencers, and I'm connecting with people on LinkedIn who make sense. And now that I've mentioned it, I would love to invite you to connect with me and the rest of my coworkers at Sweetfish Media. We put a lot of work into putting out the best content possible, not on just LinkedIn marketing, but on podcasting and B2B marketing in general. If that sounds like it'd be a good fit, I want to invite you to follow each one of us in the links below this video.